And I don't understand how people, you can look at this stuff happening and you cannot see what's going on.
Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Shalom to all you brothers, Shalom to all you sisters, everybody doing the work, a lot going on, keeping the faith, keep the commandments, and this is another episode of HOI News. Start with the latest breaking news. The whole west coast of the United States is currently on fire. Yes, the whole west coast, not just California, not just Oregon, not just Washington. The entire west coast of a country, entire coast, don't even worry about west coast, the entire coast of a country is currently on fire. California shut down all their state parks. The fires are out of control. I talked about the 12,000 lightning strikes, dry lightning strikes. It wasn't even raining. It's just lightning coming from the sky, starting fires, all praise the Most High. And now that's what we have. The entire coast of the United States is currently on fire. Bashima Mashiach Yahushua.
God is destroying you left and right.
China and India are back at it, amassing troops on their border, 40 to 50,000. Massive amounts of equipment and weaponry also on the border. They're setting up tent cities, for the troops. Also, China has been setting up more permanent residence for their troops. So they're all digging in. Nobody's talking about peace right now. They met today between 11 and 3. No, nothing new under the sun. Nothing new happened. They were actually shooting at each other. I believe India was shooting at China. I believe warning shots, so they say. Both sides are kind of iffy on what actually happened, but shots were fired. To my understanding, no one was hit, but it's getting there. Also, in earthquake news, New Jersey had an earthquake, 3.1 magnitude earthquake, extremely rare. Okay. Ironically, after HOI, a couple days after HOI left the scene, here comes an earthquake. Before it was a tornado, multiple tornadoes and a hurricane. Brothers went down there AC, earthquake happened. Okay. Now there's earthquakes, and a swarm of earthquakes happened in Puerto Rico. You already know Puerto Rico's been devastating with earthquakes the entire year. Dominican Republic, a swarm of earthquakes. The Virgin Islands, a swarm of earthquakes. So it's not just an earthquake, it's just constant earthquakes, okay? I think Puerto Rico had like 20 earthquakes yesterday. U.S. Virgin Islands, California, swarm of earthquakes as well. There's been an earthquake in Iran, earthquake in Turkey. They're just all over the place. So, earthquakes in various places.
Ready? You know what time it is?
President Trump is in hot water. Again, a journalist who he gave permission to tape him, and permission to follow him around or at least tape his conversations, by the name of Woodward, wrote a book called Rage by Bob Woodward. It's a brutal look inside the White House, all the chaos involved. Talks about a COVID-19 cover-up, how Trump wasn't wearing a mask. He was telling everybody else not to wear a mask. He was trying to downplay this, but he's on record, on tape, knowing how serious this pandemic was. But he's telling the world, don't worry about, it's just like the flu and everything like that. And a lot of people believe that, you know what I'm saying? Now it come out that it was a cover-up. So a lot of people are now yelling out the word impeachment, since he's supposed to help the country. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to keep the citizens alive. You know what I mean? It's almost 200,000 now dead because of his negligence and not getting ahead of this thing. So this should be interesting. Another scandal in the Trump administration.
This white devil in America was work.
Netflix is in hot water for a show they have called Cuties, And in the scene on that show has a scene of children being sexualized. They're dressed provocatively, females doing dancing that adults would normally do, but these are children doing it. So just a reminder to keep your children safe, keep an eye on them. Esau is just a pervert, you know what I'm saying? And he likes stuff like this. So hopefully they'll cancel this show, but still, you know how Esau thinks. All right, so stay focused. Also, I want to read the beginning of this article by the Washington Post regarding the federal agents that Trump sent to Portland to quell down the protests. So the protest in Portland federal court had died down by 3:40 a.m. on July 29th when a green laser shined down from the 7th floor balcony used as a lookout by federal agents. The laser landed on John Hacker, an activist and citizen journalist standing in a park about 170 feet away. It skittered across Hacker's feet, head, and torso for more than 45 seconds. Suddenly, an unmarked van pulled up in front of him, doors slid open, and heavily armed men in camouflage tactical gear surrounded Hacker and took him into custody. So this is how they playing. You know what I'm saying? He never got charged. Hold on. Hacker's was nearly 24 people arrested and not charged during the Trump administration's 5-week response from July through early August to the demonstrations against police brutality in Portland. Before letting Hacker go, federal agents collected his DNA swab, photographed him, and confiscated his phone that has not to be returned. So if you're still on that, you have due process rights and all that, get that out your head. That's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because where was his due process? Where were his rights? He didn't get arrested. All he did is stole his phone, photographed him, you know what I mean? Kidnapped him, you know what I mean? You can't just take somebody and move them, without their permission. They detained him, which is kidnapping if you didn't arrest him. And they took his DNA. You know what I mean? How more invasive can you get if somebody takes your DNA, your phone, and your picture? Not arrested. So, no such thing as a democracy at this point in time. We are in a dictatorship. It is what it is. Nobody's stepping up and doing anything about it. All we can do is wait on the Most High, Yahweh and His Son, Yahweh Shai, to come and redeem us out of this crazy, wicked, diabolical place that we're living in right now. All right? Israel, stay focused, stay sharp. Okay? Stay in the Word. Meditate, pray, fast, all that, okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Shalom.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. HOI. To all my brothers and